Hey guys, welcome back to another of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Plays. Um, so it's been a little bit since I actually progressed the story. To be honest, I'm not sure where we left off. Let's take a look at our quests here. Okay, so we found Lodgok the Goblin, we did the Beasts class, and we found out what Gladwin Moon wanted. We met with Deke, which was, I believe, for the... I think we met with him so that we could learn how to capture and take care of beasts, and then we also met Sebastian in Feldcroft. I did play a fair bit in between. What I mean is I did play a tiny bit and I forgot to record, but with this one right here, Attend Astronomy class, I accidentally did on my own. So my apologies for that. It wasn't anything too exciting. It was just you attended class and I think I learned a spell. I don't really recall what happened. But anyway, so if you recall, we had done a few quests. So something I have done is I have done enough of these moons here that I have the second Alohomora spell, or stage or whatever, so I can unlock level 2 doors now. And something that was really exciting that I kind of did on my own, mostly because it was fairly boring, is I went and I found all of the Daedalian keys. Which, if you recall, where there was a girl in the Transfiguration courtyard who showed us what the Daedalian keys were. So I officially have all of those keys. I believe there was 16 total, so I thought it'd be fun to open up that chest for everyone to see. And then after that, we can either go speak with Sebastian, which I believe this quest line will start the Unforgivable Curses line, and then this one is just our next main quest storyline. So I think we'll go meet Natty near Fallbarton Castle. But let's go do the Daedalian key chest right now. I'm actually pretty excited because I have seen some videos where people have unlocked their Daedalian keys chest, and most of them are Gryffindors or Slytherins. There are not a lot of Ravenclaws or Hufflepuffs, so I don't know what the Ravenclaw items look like, and I'm pretty excited to see. So let's get it open and we'll showcase it to everybody. There's yes, right here. So I filled in the entire space, and I'm just placing the last one.
Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside.
Oh goodness.
Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
Okay. Well, we did it. And we got what looks like one piece of... I don't think it actually is a piece of gear. I think it's just a piece of aesthetic appearance gear. So let's take a look at what it was. The Ravenclaw Relic House Uniform, a house robe for the wise and clever Ravenclaw, earned by using the Daedalian keys to unlock your house chest. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is a really cool looking robe. I think for the time being, we are going to wear this robe. That is awesome. I love it. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. That is really cool. And now we look our fanciest. And I like that it kind of glows when you're behind, when you're walking behind. Okay. It was a little more anticlimactic than I wanted, but because I thought the chest was going to like burst open and there might be like a small cutscene where you like unfurl the garment, but this is still really pretty cool. Okay. Oh, now to finish the quest, we have to go speak to the girl in the courtyard because she wanted to know what happened. It's a really cool looking robe. Like, imagine if Harry had this robe when for Gryffindor. That would be pretty cool. I still haven't quite figured out, like, I understand the layout of the castle a bit more now, but I still don't understand all of the little nooks and crannies and all of the places, like all the different secrets and stuff. Which does remind me, there are 3 secret locations in Hogwarts that they don't tell you about. And I did do 2 of them on my own, because I stumbled upon one, and then I researched it, and I found out there were 2 more.
The Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nelly. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Okay, and that quest is done. And I totally forgot what I was saying beforehand. Oh, I was talking about the 3 secrets inside Hogwarts. So there are 3 secret locations inside Hogwarts itself. Mostly they're just kind of quick little puzzles for you to solve, and you get a reward for solving them. One of them takes place on, I think it's this bridge here. Fairly certain anyway. Yeah, let's go to the Viaduct Courtyard. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yes, this is it. So, this bridge right here has a small puzzle on it. And if you come over here to the end... Oh, maybe I haven't opened it. No, I have. I've opened it. Because usually there's a couple chests underneath it. But essentially, you have to look at the numbers. So this one's 3, so you have to find the 3rd pylon, which it's not that one. And oh no, you have to find the symbol and turn the torches to the appropriate symbol. So for this one we need to send it to 2, and you just interact with it really quick. For this one it needs to be, is that 4 or is that 3? No, that's 4. So, but essentially, oh, they have to be lit. They have to be lit before you can interact with them. So you move that one to 4, and then you do the other 2 in the same manner. Just associate them with the symbol and the number, and then this grate opens up, and there's like 2 or 3 chests underneath here. So I can't enter it while I'm mounted. You can only enter in through the thing, but there are, see, there's a chest right there, kinda, that you can see. And anyway, and there's another chest. So that is one of them. There is another one. There's another secret that is in the clock tower. Now, from what I understand is that this particular puzzle, it's not here, unfortunately. So let's go to... No, it's not over there. It's not there either. Aha, okay. So it's over here in this part of the castle. So this one was a little more difficult, and you have to have the second level of Alohomora unlocked in order to do it. But essentially, this pendulum right here for the clock tower, when you learn the... Oh, where is it? When you learn the Arresto Momentum spell, you can actually stop the pendulum on each of the... hold on real quick. Oh, I have it already. So, so when you look up there, you can... There are 4 different symbols. So those symbols correspond to a specific door down here. Well, there's one here on the floor, or 2, but there's a couple that are like up the stairway here. I'm not going to show them all to you because I've already unlocked it, but essentially you can freeze the pendulum, and basically it stops it in place long enough that the doors can open for you. So you have to find the symbol and door that's associated with where you stopped it, and then you can access the door. Now, I've already done them, but this is one of them, and I've already been in here, but most of them are just a little chest like this. There was one of them that had a larger chest, but... Ooh. Interesting. Werewolf painting. I didn't notice that before. But, so there's one there. The other 3 are up that staircase right there. But it's only accessible from somewhere up top initially, because it's locked from... This door is locked from the other side. But anyway, just a fun little secret that you can do. The other secret, I believe, is associated with... you know, I believe it's associated with the headmaster's office.
Revelio.
And I don't have a way to get into the headmaster's office just yet, so I don't know what that secret entails. And we'll just have to wait and see. Let's go talk to Sebastian in the Great Hall, because I believe, yep, that's where he's at. So let's go talk to Sebastian really quickly and see what he and Ominous are fighting about, because I believe that's what the description is.
Off on another adventure, are we?
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What
does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Okay, so I'm still really curious about how Ominous is related to the Gaunts. Like, he is clearly a Gaunt, but I had always assumed... So, Voldemort, Tom Riddle, Jr., I should say, is born in 1926. Which makes me think that his grandfather was already alive at this point, and I forget his grandfather's name was Marvolo. I imagine that he was already alive at this time, because I think he died somewhere in his 50s or something like that. Or I think by 1926 he was in his 50s at least. I can't be totally sure. I haven't read up on all of the interesting information of the Gaunts or Voldemort's extended family, specifically his grandfather, or even his uncle, Morphin. So again, all I'm saying is I'm not sure how Marvolo is associated to Ominous. Maybe they're brothers somehow. I don't know. Maybe I'm just speculating. And maybe it won't get revealed in this game. Maybe it doesn't really matter. Because again, I still am not certain whether or not this game is canon or not. Okay. So, we're gonna go meet... Whoa.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Sorry, I was kind of caught up by the colors there. That was very... It was very brightly blue, and I was like, ooh, I want to investigate that, because blue, as you're probably very aware, is not a very common color in nature, particularly plants. There's some blue, there's not a lot, though. In fact, I can't even name anything that's blue off the top of my head. Even blueberries aren't technically blue, they just kind of look blue. They're more purple than anything. But anyway, enough of my ramblings about fruit and blue plants. Let's go visit Natty. Okay. Let's see
handy resource indeed.
What Natty is wanting to show us. I hope it's something really cool.
Psst, over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know it's a lot to take in.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. And we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Okay, so I'm still not sure that he should have revealed any information like that, but he did, and that's probably okay. Probably good for just, keeping the story going. Oh, I did learn a new spell, Flipendo. Flips objects and enemies upwards and backwards. With its short cooldown, is an excellent for setting up and extending juggles. We're okay without that for now. We can add... Let's add Glacius, Expelliarmus, and Defendo, and Depulso to that set. That seems good for now. And those are a little less important. So, and... Okay.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
I'm sure it was just fine, Ignatia. She does get a little annoying after a fashion.
Lumos.
There we go. Well, Lumos isn't that important, is it? Okay, well, it looks like we could break
I
through
wonder
there.
what that does. Well, that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force. That did it.
Okay, well, that's something.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, so it was less exciting than I thought.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Do I have to grab another one? Now there is a chest here. Snowy owl scarf, huh?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendium.
And I can't use my broom.
Accio. Descendo. Depulso.
What am I missing here? I feel like I'm missing something.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Maybe Maybe that'll do it. Okay, well that worked. Flip it up on its side. Not sure how I quite did that, but that's what I did. Let's add
I
disillusionment.
need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Incendio.
Okay, well that's definitely the way in.
Revelio.
Always nice to just be checking things. Seeing what's available.
Dead
See,
end.
this is,
Must be another way in.
well, we already knew that, me on screen. We already knew that. Okay.
Deposit. That looks as if it might raise the gate.
It probably
Revelio.
does. Okay, well, let's unlock this door, maybe. Maybe we can't unlock that door.
Deposit.
Isn't... Something's not right. Okay, okay. Let's, okay. I can't believe I have to write this down, but you moon mines don't listen. Push the gate open, don't blast it. If I find it blown to pieces again, I swear it'll be the end of you lot. Okay, let's try...
Daedalian Leviosa.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure.
Daedalian Leviosa.
Okay, well that doesn't work.
Descendo. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Accio.
Oh, that is really annoying. I genuinely dislike the targeting system for this game, and it is not going well. Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Depulso. Arresto momentum.
Okay, actually, I've changed my mind again. What if I just freeze it instead of the Arresto Memento?
Depulso. Glacis. Accio.
Well done. I will
Okay.
do that up.
Finally.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hollow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast. Yeah.
High Wing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back to the river now.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This
See,
is
I
our
told you
chance.
earlier. I told you earlier that we'd have to free that hippogriff.
Blast it. There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Waste of time.
I'm sure that'll be helpful.
The Ministry ought to relax their feelings towards that dark art.
Yes, I believe so.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Not the safest place to sneak into.
Okay. Climb there. Okay,
Betting
well,
on the
let's...
dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet.
We'll just collect that really quick, make it easy. Or...
Revelio.
No. If the bird is calling, evidence you already called it. No, I don't agree.
Oh, just a chest full of money. Still good, but I've gotten to a point now where money doesn't seem to be that big of an issue, so freeze a poacher stalker while they're readying their attack. Yeah, I think if I can, I'm just going to... Ooh. Yeah, I think if I can, I'm just gonna freeze the lot of them. That reminds me, I wonder if I have any talents for purchase. I do have one available. Let's look at spells. I ignored this earlier, but if you saw in one of my previous videos, I did actually have it, so we're gonna use that now. Because it is a very potent combination to mix with Accio.
Aloha Mora.
I will say that I might have said it earlier, but the lockpicking in this one is a lot simpler than some other games have it. And something else I've kind of discovered is that if you kind of stick to the 4 directions, north, south, east, west, and their immediate diagonals, you can most often just straight up find...
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
Where you can pick them.
Aloha Mora.
Yeah, so like so that one immediately is just to the north. South, go to southeast, and this one's just straight east. So most of them seem to be on your up and downs and your straight diagonals for each one of them. Chest for searching, another chest for searching. Yeah, really glad I decided to learn the next level up of Aloha Mora. It's very useful.
You're going home in a wooden box! Get over here, you insolent child! Levioso! Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Descendo!
Yeah, he's gone. Okay.
Aloha Mora.
So yeah, this one's basically straight in the middle of north and west, and this one's actually the same. I'm gonna keep sneaking around. It seems beneficial. Maybe it's not totally useful, but I'm doing it. It's actually very useful. What am I talking about? Stealth is always a good choice. There are some people, there's some of my friends at least, don't particularly like stealth in video games. And I think stealth is always a good option, especially if it's done well enough.
It's all right. There we go.
We must be getting... This is our flying mount. I'm so excited.
Come on.
See, I could have done that. Oh, Natty. Okay, well that's the first time we've seen that spell used by anybody.
Ho! Ho!
Okay, this is really cool. It's way better than Broom's, I'll tell you what.
There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is going to be awesome. And I think you can ride Thestrals later too. No, not Thestrals. What am I thinking of? Grabhorns. A ground mount instead of just a flying mount. Well, I agree with you, me on screen. It must be so fun riding a hippogriff.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle.
It's a very unique looking creature.
This is amazing!
I agree, Natty.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Apparently you can't go much higher right now. We're just supposed to be following. Okay. That was really quite fun.
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does.
And
Poppy would
good
be
thing,
relieved
too.
to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
I'm so happy. Which means now I think I can access... Yeah, see?
No need to race now, my friend.
Interesting. Okay, so I can actually just ground ride on my hippogriff. Or if I want...
Away, Highwing!
by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
Okay, so I can either ride... Oh, it's unavailable because I'm riding him right now.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
Oh, okay.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Highwing, go!
Okay.
Slow down now. There we go.
Alright, now I can access Highwing with Y in the tool wheel. But I now have gotten access to Caligo, a black hippogriff, and this is the pre-order bonus hippogriff, which that's pretty exciting, I think, right? And I think you can get the Thestrals like I was talking about before, but I'm not 100% certain on that one, because I know that there is a pre-order bonus Thestral if you get like the $80 one, but that is not the one I got. Then you can take flight with A. Well, that is just really, really cool. I'm pretty ecstatic about that. It's probably not the fastest way of travel, but it is way funner than just a broom. Hey, look, more kites. I've seen a lot of them around. The students really like to fly kites in Hogwarts. Or around Hogwarts, anyway. The music for this is pretty cool, too. It's much different than flying with your broomstick. Dismount you. So I wonder... So this is actually...
Aloha Mora.
I was very curious about this. So this is actually the entrance from the outside to the Ravenclaw Tower. And I've heard that each house has a secret entrance to it. See? Ravenclaw Common Room. So if you want to, you can just get outside from the Ravenclaw Common Room. I'm pretty happy with my choice to stay in Ravenclaw, but I did learn something really interesting. So when we first started, I think I said that I wasn't sure what differences there were for each house. I'm now 100% sure on at least one aspect. Well, two, I guess, if you really want to talk about it. So, obviously, the Daedalian Keys quest line awards you a different cloak depending on the house you went with. But there is also one quest we did earlier. So if y'all remember the Jackdaw quest where we met with the ghost and we solved the puzzle in the Owlry. So that particular quest was actually a unique quest for Ravenclaw itself. And depending on your house, you actually meet Jackdaw 4 different ways for each house. And if you want the really what I think might be the coolest option, if you go the Hufflepuff house, you actually get to travel to Azkaban for that particular quest, which is kind of cool. Like, we've never really been to Azkaban before in like the movies or even the books. Like, we kind of know that it's kind of out in the sea a little bit and it's guarded by Dementors, but we've never visited it, and there's just not a lot of talk about Azkaban, so that would be really cool to see. I'm not 100% sure the differences for the Gryffindor or the Slytherin version of the Jackdaw quest, but apparently if you go the Slytherin route, you have to enter from the lake somehow. There's a secret entrance in the lake somewhere. Again, not 100% sure, so... Okay, the Lost Child. Natty has learned of a wizard in Lower Hogsfield who is being harassed by Theophilus Harrow, Rookwood's right-hand man. Talk to Deke in the Room of Requirement, and then back on path. Okay, I want to go talk to Deke. That's what I want to do. Oh. Interesting. He's not actually in the Room of Requirement. He's somewhere else. And I'm not 100% certain on... not 100% certain what the Gryffindor Jackdaw quest is. I honestly haven't got a clue. Oh, he is in the Room of Requirement. Why did it have me come out here? Whatever. It's not that important. Just kind of interesting that that's what it had me do. Oh, okay.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Yes, let's talk.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that, Deke has had a thought. He...
What in the world is that?
Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Okay, well, more of that from Sebastian. Okay, so, real quick, I don't know if you remember, but when we first found the vivarium and we got our first couple of beasts, I think I only had... oh... I can't remember what they were. Oh, Puffskins, that bird, the Jobberknoll, and there was one other that we had. I don't recall what that was. Mooncalfs, that's what it was. But I did do some questing on my own, and I did find a couple more creatures. So I did find some Thestrals. And something I didn't know, I stumbled upon this Thestral, and if you look at the top part of the screen where it says Thestral, the female symbol, and then it's got another symbol right next to that, this is apparently what people are calling a shiny beast. And apparently, each beast in the game, which I think there's 12, has a shiny variant. And so I was very lucky to just stumble upon this particular creature. Because Thestrals are darker than this. It's kind of got, it's kind of white and gray instead of black. So I'm very, very proud of that. And then I did find a nice unicorn female. Not shiny, but still really cool. Little, just really cool, in my opinion. Okay, and now I'm actually very curious what this other part of the vivarium is. Apparently we opened up another...
Oh dear, Deke thinks perhaps you didn't know.
We opened up another to go. I'm totally blown away by the Room of Requirement. This is really, really cool. Okay. Okay, this is awesome. I'm just totally blown away. What do I have for beasts? So I did find a Niffler, and I did find some giant purple toads. And here's my Puffskin friend. And you know what? We are going to, let's see, the Hippogriff. We're going to add High Wing out here. So something I did learn is that... something I learned is that you can only have...
Professor Howard will never believe this.
4 total species in a vivarium with a total of 12 beasts, 3 of each. And I'm not totally sure the significance of that, but we're gonna find out. So I do have a male and a female toad here. I'm given to understand that perhaps they can breed, maybe? Not totally sure. Oh, something else that I noticed is that because you can care for your beasts when you interact with them. So obviously I just got some toad warts from this particular one, but apparently you can rename them. Like, you can actually name all of your beasts. Like, you can actually take care of them, which is it's so great. And I'm just blown away by this. It's insane to me. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just marveling at all of this. It's so cool. And you can get Neasels and Deary Calls, and there's so many other beasts that you can acquire. It is so cool. So go nuts with your vivariums, guys. It it is totally worth it, I'm sure. Yeah, the room of requirement is nuts. And I've heard that it can actually get even bigger. So, alright. So let's see, what am I wearing currently? I'm currently wearing this. So I can upgrade the gear. Do I need to add? He was talking about adding something.
Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Deke has marked the area on your map.
Not sure what I'm supposed to add there, but it's all okay. So, real quick, I want to see what happens if I take my Thestral back into my inventory with me. And I wonder if that can turn him into a flying mount or not. I mean, I would assume it can, but let's be sure, I think. Go to the world map, and we'll just travel right out here.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Okay, to gear. So my current flying mount is Caligo. And it's only high wing, so I can't make my Thestral. I can release him, but I don't want to release my shiny Thestral. Okay, so I can't make my Thestral a flying beast. That's okay. Alright. I think that we'll call it for this video. If you guys like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe, and comment down below, please. I'd like to know your thoughts. And as always, I will catch you next time. Huzzah!